my screen,
You're
Shawn?
there.
All right, that was quick. All right, guys, so this is inside of WebFire 3.0. A lot of really awesome stuff here, and I'll show you all the tools in just a bit. But as you see here, we have tons and tons of stuff. If you look on the left side, we have lots of different categories of tools like leads, SEO tools, content tools, competition tools, social. We have training and such, and more and more to come as well. Because again, this is brand new. It's actually just brand new as of right now, and we're continuing to add more tools and training, all that good stuff. But like if you click on, let's say, SEO and keep keywords, you'll see several tools just right there, and they all do amazing things. And I'll show off some of them in just a bit. But on top of that, if you're brand new, don't know what to start with, you can click the Getting Started button right there, and it literally will walk you through just asking some yes/no questions. Where if you're not an SEO or traffic expert or anything like that, no worries at all. You just have to answer a handful of yes/no questions, which I'll show up in a bit. Like, do you currently have a website? Yes or no. Hopefully, you're able to actually answer that. But with that, we also can track sites and all that. We can track leads. It looks for new leads, and it will update you every day. So lots of good stuff there. But what I'll do is I'll go through everything in a logical way. So let's say you're brand new, and whether you have a site or not, one of the first things that you want to probably do is do some keyword research. And yeah, so whether that's to make a site or to write a post on your site, or make like a video where you try to target a keyword, usually you start with some kind of keyword research right there. So you just click on SEO and keywords, and you click on the keyword tool right here. And I actually did a saved search a bit prior to this call, because it usually takes about a minute. So here is that. So in this case, I typed in the keyword weight loss, as you see right there. And, oh, actually, sorry, that's the wrong, actually I clicked on the wrong one. Here's the keyword tool right there. I'll show off that other one in just a bit right there. So here's the keyword tool right here. You just type in the keyword that you want to do some research on. In this case, I typed in massage chairs. So let's say you were trying to be an affiliate of massage chairs, or selling a massage chair yourself or anything like that. You can choose to basically type in one keyword and have it find 50 related keywords, or you can choose to enter multiple keywords of your own separated by a comma. So that's all up to you. Then you can choose where you want to see results from. Like if you're trying to rank in the U.S. or that's more of like the U.S. is also oftentimes what essentially the global results look like. But if you're trying to see what just the UK sees, or just Australia or New Zealand or South Africa or wherever you might live, you can pick that as well and specifically optimize it just for your place right there. And then down here, we see all the 50 different keywords show up right here, and we make it super easy. The ones that you have a better chance of ranking for show up in green. The ones that we think are either too hard to rank for or don't get enough searches, or a combo of the two, we show in red right there. So I'll briefly explain what all this stuff means. So on the left side, we see a keyword, in this case, massaging chair, and it will tell you the exact amount, or the exact estimated amount of monthly searches. In this case, it's about 5,500 searches a month, so it's pretty good. And the broad is over 200,000, and broad is basically where an exact search is people that only type in massaging chair. A broad match would include words like, best massaging chair, or massaging chair discount, or any keyword attached to the main one would be included in the broad. After that, we track the number of sites that are trying to truly compete for that keyword in their title, in their description, in their headings, all sorts of stuff like that, and we can sort them by best to worst. So right here, you see a lot of zeros right here on these first few. That's because zero sites are trying to truly compete for those keywords. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you that if you create a site or create a video or write a blog post and you target that keyword in your title, you'll have a very good chance of ranking for that keyword right there. Especially if you follow our other tips and use our other tools, you're practically almost guaranteed to rank for those terms right there. We also have a score on the far right side, and that basically just gives you a score of 100 is very good. You have a very good chance of ranking, whereas like anything too much less, like right here, 75, 60, 50, and all that, that means you have a much more tougher job of ranking. So anything close to 100 is very good. We also have some stats and stuff. So you see down here, we can click on any of these to pull up some stats. Like right here, we get some detailed stats on each one. Like right here, we see the amount of sites on page 1 that target that keyword in their title tag. We also see the amount of Facebook or Yahoo Answers posts that actually rank on page 1, because that's also an indicator that if it's competitive there, it's sometimes even a bit more tough to rank. But if you say, hey, no one or no Yahoo Answers post is ranked, or there's no Facebook presence, that sometimes means you can kind of bust through and get a ranking just by basically talking about it on Facebook or answering some questions on Yahoo Answers, which we'll get to in a minute. I want to show off something else which is kind of cool, and that's we also, on the far right, we have a little graph. And what this graph actually does is it tells you the search volume over time. So right here, we see for most of the year, it's about, looks like 4,500 searches a month. But all of a sudden around here, it jumps up big time to about 10,000 a month, and then goes back down. Now, can anyone guess why that might jump right there? Are there any guesses as to why? All right, let's see here. Oh, there's a couple people saying Black Friday. Could be, but there's probably something big that you're probably missing. You see it jumps big time around December. And what's a big thing in December? Christmas. So these are lots of people looking for, most likely, Christmas gifts. They're looking to buy a massaging chair. Then all of a sudden, it jumps back down after, and it's still a higher volume in the new year compared to the rest of the year right there. So why is this neat to know? Well, if you see a keyword that's maybe on the fence in terms of the search volume, if you see that, whoa, wait, around Christmas time, it jumps up big time, you can optimize for that ahead of time and be ahead of the competition and take advantage of twice as many searches or more around Christmas time. And you'll see trends and stuff where there's certain keywords that are maybe really big in the summer or really big in the winter. Some might be roughly the same throughout the whole year, but that's a cool feature right there to give you even more detailed info and such right there. So once you pick a few keywords to actually target, and I like to say maybe pick a list of like 5 to 10 to start with, and those are the ones that you can create blog posts on or write articles on or create videos or anything like that. Once you pick a few right there, you can then go on to trying to target those on your site or make a video. And if you don't have a site, no worries. All you have to do, we have another couple tools that will help you pick a domain name out. And I'll show you how to make a site right after that too. It's super easy. So with that, we have a tool right here where you can basically type in any keyword that you want, and it will look for available domain names that contain that keyword or related keywords that are available to register. Now, most places sell new domains for usually I think $7 to $12 a year. I think I pay like eight or 9 or so. But right here, you can pick what kind of domains you want. .com is always good. If you want to do like .com.au, if you're in Australia or anything like that, you can. But I usually do like .com, .net, .org. Those are usually the top 3. In this case, I just did .com, and then I can pick if I want to include dashes or not. I usually do because it just gives more options. And then in this case, I picked the keyword yard cannons. So let's say And this is based on, now, why did I pick it? This is actually based on a real site that I actually made just to get ranked easily. And it, again, got, a top-ranked site, has multiple keywords ranked in the #1 spot there. And it's because I had an exact match domain name as well as did the rest of the stuff I talked about here. So in this case, type in yard cannons. And for those of you that don't know, it's basically a decorative cannon that can go in your yard. Now, these can sell for anywhere from like $1,000 to $8,000 or more for like the really fancy, nice one. So you can imagine if you were just an affiliate of that, there's a lot of money to be made. Or even if you just use AdSense or anything like that, you can get paid a lot per click. Now, right here, we see all the available domain names like yard-cannons.com, Civil War cannon for sale. Civil War cannons for sale and all that stuff. And you see next to the available domain, you see the estimated monthly searches for that specific keywords. In this case, here's one with about 2,000 searches. Here's one with about 1,500. Now keep in mind, this is a very, or here's one, there's a 12K one, there's a 4K one. Keep in mind, these are all very, smaller niches. The yard cannon obviously isn't a huge niche, but when one sell for 1,000 to 8K or more, obviously it could be a decent one to check out right there. So we could pick one that we want or like, and then just register that wherever you want to buy your domain names through, like your web host or wherever you want. Now I see a handful of questions of guys saying, well, what if I don't have a site? What can I do now? Well, two responses to that. One, using WebFire will show up several tools that you don't even need a site for, and you can still find leads. You can still use affiliate links to post stuff. You can still make videos and all that stuff right there. But there's really no excuse not to have a site, because they're so easy to actually make. In fact, I'll show you a quick free way where you can literally make a site in like a minute. Now, Shawn, if you have a timer out, you can actually time me if you want. Now keep in mind I'm actually talking, so it probably takes a little longer, but Shawn, let me know when you have it. All right, so keep your eye on the time right now, and I will start. So first, you want to go to blogger.com, okay? And then you want to click once, if you don't have a Google account, you can sign up for free. And then again, once you're in blogger.com, you click on new blog once you're signed in, and you'll go to a screen like this right here, and it'll ask you for the title of your site. So in this case, I could say, yard cannons, or I could say the best yard cannons to get, or all about yard cannons, or anything like that I want. After that, it'll ask for the address that you want to use. Now, with Blogger, it comes with a free subdomain that's like, anything you want.blogspot.com. So I could do, bestyardcannons.blogspot.com, and it's available. That's great. And we can get an actual domain name later. Then we can pick a template. So I'll just pick the simple one to start with right there, but again, you can do anything you want. And look, guys, I'm creating a blog. I just clicked on Create Blog, and boom, I made a site, and I think that was about a minute, right, Shawn?
It was a minute and 22 seconds.
22 seconds longer. Well, that's because I was talking. After that, of course, you can find an actual domain like a .com. We already did that using WebFire. We found some available right there. So if you want to, you can pay the $10 or so and get an actual .com, or if not, for free, you can use the subdomain of like bestyardcannons.blogspot.com. So for right now, I'll just skip that step right here. I'll say no thanks. And then after that, you're inside of your new blog that we just made literally in a second. So what we do then is we just click on New Post, and we write our first blog post. Now, what you want to basically do here is on the keyword tool that you saw, you'll want to target one of those keywords that you're trying to rank for in the actual post. and not only have the keyword in the post, but make it a compelling title as well, because this is like one of the big things that the search engines actually look at. Like I could say maybe, what are the best yard cannons for sale? So if in this case, let's say the keyword I was trying to rank for was yard cannons for sale, I could make it more compelling by asking a question. Or I could say, yard cannons for sale dash, what you should stay away from, or, some kind of more compelling title, because once you get ranked, if people click on your site, if they stay on it, they're more likely, your site is more likely to jump up in rankings. So if you have a compelling title and they click on it, you're more likely to jump up, and then if they stay on your site, you're even more likely to jump up then you'd want to write your actual post here. Now, I won't actually write an entire post on yard cannons right now, but you get the idea. You can write anything you want right here. You can add in pictures. If you just click on the picture here, you can add in videos off of YouTube or anything you want right there. You can add links. You just highlight the text and click the link button. You can change the text around. You can change the color. You can change the font. You can add bullet points right here. All super easy. And then once you're done with that, you just click publish, and you'll have your first blog post done. And literally, it's that easy, guys. Okay? So now that I convinced you guys that there's really no excuse to have a site, because you can get one for free in a matter of minutes, now we can get past that and go on to the next step that you can do in WebFire, and that's once you have a site, or if you want to analyze a competitor site, you can use our site analysis tool. Now in that case, I just did a save search right here. In this case, I analyzed a site of mine called mobileautoresponder.com. It allows you to send like texts and stuff from phones. And I just type in the site I'm trying to analyze, followed by a keyword I want to analyze it for. In this case, I typed in mobile autoresponder, and it gives me a quick report like this, and it has a summary as well as an advanced tab too. And you can also download a PDF report which you can read yourself, or you can give that out. So if you have clients, you can use this to give out to your clients and seem really thorough. And right here you see different options where you can read all sorts of stuff. So in this case, it's 90% optimized, so that's pretty good. Missing some stuff right there. But we see right here, I get a lot of points off of my site, so it looks like I optimized the site well, and it says here, hey, you have a good chance of ranking for this keyword if you target it on your site. It says, well done, you have the keyword in your title, well done, you have the keyword in your keyword tags, well done, your keyword in your description, yada, yada, yada. Now, guys, this isn't by accident. This ranks well, and this has, again, multiple #1 rankings because I targeted well on the site. Now, what's cool here is if you have a thumbs down, you can automatically fix all those issues by simply going to up here, SEO and keywords, and then clicking on the SEO configuration tool right there. Or if it says, if there's a red, it'll have a little link oftentimes right here where you can click that and fix the actual issue right there. So you don't even need to know SEO or any of that tech stuff. Doesn't even matter. This can help you fix all that stuff right there. So that's what makes this really cool. And it says, uh-oh, in this case, I'm missing a sitemap. Well, guess what? I can fix that. We actually have a sitemap maker. A sitemap is like a table of contents, which can help you get ranked for more and makes you look good right there. So I can easily fix that right here. It says, oh, your site's technical performance is poor and costs new traffic that stays on the page. On the advanced tab, we'll go into even more detail on that. Basically, like if the site is slower, or like the images are larger, or the videos are large, it it tracks all that stuff. So I could definitely improve the speed. It says, uh-oh, you have images on your site, but they're not targeting the keyword you want to rank for right there. So I can improve the rankings even more by targeting this stuff right there. But this is an awesome example right here. And then we can click on the off page right here, and this talks about backlinks and the competition. The highest amount of backlinks is about 35,000. The lowest is 0. So obviously, the more we have, the better. And it has, hey, there's a handful of tools built into WebFire that you can use to get more backlinks and stuff and more traffic. So you can go right to them right here, or on the left side too. says, uh-oh, your site isn't listed in the DMOZ, which is a special directory yet. But guess what? We can fix that just by clicking the Fix button, and it'll take care of that all for you. There's some Alexa rankings and all that stuff right there. So all sorts of good stuff right there, and it says, hey, you have more backlinks, 16, than the median. So that's, that's a good job right there. And again, I'm ranked because I followed the system right here. On social, which I don't do too hot on, right there, it looks like there's not a lot of people talking about my site on social stuff like Facebook and Twitter. So what I could do to fix that, which I really should do at some point, is I could make like a Facebook fan page for mobile autoresponder. And what I could do with that then too is we also have under social, we have a way where, oops, accidentally clicked on, yep. We have a tool called Social Poster Fire right here, and you can actually automate posts to your Facebook and Twitter accounts and social accounts like that, as well as, like, let's say you have 10 posts and you want to post one a week or once a day. It can schedule that out for you. But the cool part is on that is if you wanted to recycle those posts, like let's say you want to have 10 posts and it posts one post a week, and after 10 weeks it recycles through those, so you can continuously have new posts every week for life with never having to actually add more. It can do that for you all on complete autopilot, so you can run your social media presence on complete autopilot and change it anytime you want from multiple accounts right there. So that's a very powerful tool too, and a great way to get even more good info right there. We can also pull up some keywords and stuff there, but I'll show off even, you saw the even better keyword tool that we have built in. This is just a quick one that gives you a brief overview of some stuff right there. But then after that, you can also click on the Advanced tab. That just goes into a lot more detail, like it gives some more info on the titles, like the exact keywords are only used in 2 of the 10 sites, so that's why I have a good chance of ranking, and I do. I'm the #1 ranked site. Talks about the description, the keywords, and all that stuff. It says, you don't have a viewport tag. Well, guess what? You don't even have to know what a viewport tag is. Using the SEO tool we have built in, it can take care of that and walk you through all that stuff right there and fixing your site. And just this just gives you a lot more detail about what the heading tags are on your site and all that stuff. So all sorts of good stuff, and you can see it highlights in green when the keyword you're trying to rank for is in a heading site. So again, it's not by accident that I rank for that term right there. You can also click on the tech performance, all that stuff right there, where it says, hey, the tech performance is poor. In this case, it's only 70 out of 100. It's a bit on the slow side. So again, you can fix that up by maybe reducing the size of your images or videos, or going to a better host and stuff like that. So that's definitely something I could fix there to make it even faster. And if you can click on the competition, this tells you what other sites are ranked on page 1, and what their titles are, what their Alexa rank is, and all that stuff right there. Then of course, again, you can get a more detailed overview on the backlinks that everyone else has as well right there. So pretty cool stuff, and that's just the website analysis right there. So after all that, what do you do once you analyze the site? Well, as I said, then you want to make essentially content and post that on the site, or distribute the content out there. Even if you don't have a site, you can turn into a video. You can do posts that show up in forums or guest blog posts and stuff like that. And what you can do is we have a fancy way to basically spin a keyword. So if we click on content, we see several tools right here. This first one right here, this allows you to automatically post to blogs. So you can put blogs basically on complete autopilot if you want to right there. Essentially an auto blog in a good way right there. We also have a spinner where you can turn one article into hundreds or even thousands of unique ones that read perfectly. This is not one of those crap ones that read like crap. This is one that takes a little extra time but reads perfectly, and every copy reads perfectly right there. And again, you can just distribute that all across the web right there. We also have a new tool that's coming out too in the next week or so, which again is included for free here, is a content distributor where it distributes content to top sites. So it used to be years back that you could submit an article to basically article directories and get lots of backlinks, but now Google tends to not really like those. So instead of an article submitter, we have a content submitter that submits to a handful of top sites that distribute content to other sites that are looking for exactly what you're talking about right there. And that's a great way to get lots of traffic and lots of backlinks as well right there. We also have a tool, and this is one that's really neat, called Guest Blogger, and that's actually a safe search right here. So in that case, you type in a keyword like anything you want, like weight loss in this case, and then you pick the category of guest blog posts that you're trying to find, like guest bloggers, content submission, guest writers, all that stuff right there, and then it finds all the blogs out there that appear to allow guest blog posts in your niche right there. So there's a bunch of them right there just in that one category right there. If I searched all of them, there'd probably be easily well over 100 places that you could guest blog on, including some very big sites. And the cool part is you can click on the contact button and you can actually automatically email the blog owners as many as you want at once, but it'll only look like you're emailing each one individually. It will email them through here. So this can actually integrate with Gmail or whatever default mailer you use, and if you don't have one, again, it takes like a minute to set up, and you can email all those at once and just say, hey, I see you accept guest blog posts. Would you be interested in running an article I have like this? Then show off the actual article that they could have. And a lot of these places, again, they're always looking for new content, so they'll gladly, oftentimes accept that, and you can get a lot of free publicity, authority, backlinks to rank more, and traffic. We also include a guest blog directory where we have a bunch of blogs that we go through by hand and tons of categories and stuff like cooking, finance, health and fitness and all that. And these are ones that we go through by hand and that we've verified that they still are accepting lots of guest blogs too, or guest blog posts too. So you can use that as well right there. You can also create videos. Just click on video right there. Click on new. And this is where you create a video. Now, you can make it as fancy as you want. So if you want to add like graphics to it or anything you want, you can. I'll say this is a test title. And if you've already spun an article, you can automatically turn an article into a video. So again, the software talks, or the tools talk to each other and all that, so it can automatically turn an article into one. You can also copy and paste any article you want into one right here. You can paste it right here. It'll turn it into a complete video, or of course you can just type stuff by hand if you want to. Say this is just a test. Look at me. How awesome is this? Check me out. All right, so obviously we want to make it longer than that. You can also upload backgrounds or images or anything you want right there. You can also add like cool icons all over. So I'll just add a check mark. Let's click on check mark, and then once I click on it, it will show up here. I can drag it anywhere I want. Let's add a little sad face too. Again, obviously, just for the sake of the demo right here. You can change the background color and all that stuff, so I'll just make it kind of red. That's good. You can change the font. I can also optionally, so you can either record your own voice, or you can optionally choose a male or female voiceover, which is a very realistic voiceover that will read the text for you, so that's cool. Right there. You can also type in keywords that you want to try to rank for. And it will try to optimize the video for you. Then, of course, you can write a description. You can also put links, and it will automatically turn those into links for you. So all sorts of cool stuff like that, and you can change around like the sizes and all that good stuff right there. You can change around, you know, where the text shows up. That's all up to you. In this case, I just kept it at the default, which again is like small text and all that, but as you see right there. So obviously I'd want to make the text larger or write more in there, but for the sake of this demo, you can see it right there. And you can click any of these slides and actually edit them too and change anything you want about it. And then you just, after that, you say ready, make video. And then every 15 minutes, it will make videos for you. And once it's done, because again, it makes HD quality once it's done, and again, it's done every 15 minutes or so, it will actually send you an email saying, hey, your video's done. Would you like to submit it to the top video sites right now? You can click yes, and it will submit that for you to YouTube and stuff like that. If you have a video of your own, you can also just submit it that way as well, right there. So that's that. That's another great way to get lots of content. And again, that's on top of the other content tools like, you know, just distributing your content out there, automatically posting to your blog, automatically creating lots of fun articles that you can use for guest blog posts or videos or anything that you want right there. So after you have...
hey, Brian.
Yeah?
I'm just curious. I just wanted to ask the people, so how many people now figure they can actually make a video? How many, you know, say put a 3 in the question box if you can now make a video. Because if you don't put a 3 in the box, you weren't paying attention for the last 5 minutes, because anybody can make one. All right. You guys got it, right? Okay. So, guys, this is how easy we're making everything. You know, normally one of the biggest things we hear from people is, you know, wow, video's cool and YouTube's getting billions of views and searches and everything else, but I can't make a video. But now you can. You make a great-looking video with music, with the voiceover. We actually pay a lot of money for a very professional commercial voiceover system. And again, making it really easy for you guys to just go and do this. Go ahead, Brian.
Yep, so cool stuff right there. The other thing too, on top of content, you can also, again, as I said, do the social content, which is just right down here. You click on that, and you could automatically have posts and stuff go to Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, and it can go to any account you have, any fan page you have, and again, you can cycle through those posts and stuff too, all very easily. So that's a cool feature right there as well, to get lots of, you know, basically social signals, which in the past probably 2 years or so, that's even another factor in your rankings is, you know, how much of a social presence you have. And of course, you can also get leads and traffic off those places too. So after you have your keyword research, you made your site, you analyzed your site, you made some contents and stuff, you distributed the contents and stuff out there, maybe made some videos and stuff. You know, what's next? Well, after that, you can get leads and backlinks. And conveniently, we have a tool right here called leads, or we have a category, I should say. And what you do is just click on leads, and we see a bunch of tools down there to get leads. And I'll show one that's really neat is the real-time lead finder. So we'll just click that. And this is one where it finds real-time leads, even from today, of people talking about any niche, any keywords that you want. So right now, let's say you want to look for people talking about gun safes. You could type in a keyword like gun safes, which is, again, obviously a smaller niche, but it just goes to show you can find, you know, people talking about almost anything. And it will search for any forum or blog. You can click on forums or blogs right here. In this case, I'll say, hey, search maybe only the past week or so. I can make it past day, past week, past month, or any timeline that you want with a custom date right here. And it will search for any sites that contain gun and safes. Or if you want an exact match, you can put it in quotes. So this will only list sites that list those exact two words side by side. I'll click search and see how quick that was right there. We found tons and tons of sites, in this case forums, just in the last week talking just about gun safes. And these are all exact matches. So it will list the forum link at the top, so that's the exact thread where people are talking about it, and it'll list the keywords in yellow right there and the text surrounding the keyword, so you can quickly see the context in which the word was actually used, so you can see if it's a quality lead or not. You can click on any of those. You can go to that site, and then of course you could leave a post on that forum. And why would you do that? Well, two things. One, it's a great way to get extra exposure. If people are talking about your market right now, you want to be there also communicating and talking right there. For instance, we had one guy that used this. He was in the petroleum truck business where on a low end, I believe his profit was like, I think it was 15 to 18 grand per sale, if memory serves, and it was like a special kind of petroleum truck. And he was saying, oh, there's no way people talk about this stuff online. Well, we did a search, and boom, there were several people talking about it just in the last day. And there was like one guy saying, hey, I'm looking to get a petroleum truck. Which kind is better? Do you want the diesel one or some other engine? I'm not quite sure exactly what the guy asked there, but the guy then said, or the guy that was in this market said, oh, I know the answer to that. And I said, well, don't tell me that. Tell this guy asking that, because this isn't a guy doing research on a truck. He's looking to buy one, and his only question was, which one of these is better? So that's an awesome one that you can get in touch with, and that can be worth a fortune. We have another client of ours who's a lawyer, who he specializes in a certain kind of law, so he'll actually search for people asking questions related to what he practices on, and he'll find guys asking these questions. He'll jump in there and he'll help them answer, provide valuable content, and then say, hey, if you want a free consultation or if you want more help, feel free to check out my site here, feel free to call me, feel free to email me, whatever you might have right there. And that's another great way of getting, again, lots and lots of quality leads right there. And of course, you can also search for blogs right here as well. We'll just click search right there, and we find a few new blogs just in the past week that again have an exact match of gun safes right there. So we can comment on those places right there and do whatever you want. And that's a great way again to get even more links to your site, which can help your own rankings as well as do a burst of traffic, because again you're going where the conversations are right now. So you can literally use this to find guys looking to buy. In fact, just to prove that, let's do leads that are 1 day old or newer, and let's type in the exact phrase looking to buy. So this could be anything, but we'll just click search and look at that. In fact, these are the blogs. I should on forums right there. So here's people looking to buy all sorts of stuff right here. Here's someone who wants to buy a wristwatch. People are saying that they want to buy a home. If I type forums, I'll probably get even better leads there than blogs, because that's where people are asking questions. Here's a person saying, I'm looking to buy pretty much here. So I don't know what an E90M is, but that's something that they're looking to buy right there. So who knows if that's worth a fortune or not. Here's a person looking to buy a car. A person looking to buy a pistol right here, and they want to spend around $600. So yeah, so I mean, just all sorts of random stuff people want to buy cars. This person wants to buy a web store account. This person wants to buy or trade baseball cards. So again, all sorts of cool stuff. Sometimes this person wants to buy a ski lodge. That's kind of cool. This person wants to buy more buildings in Liverpool. Yeah, so all sorts of cool stuff right there. And again, you can add a keyword past that, like if you want to say looking to buy and then add another keyword, you can. So that's all up to you right there. But really awesome way to go straight to where the leads are. And just to prove that this works for almost anything, if there's anyone in here that wants to do like a quick search or two, I know there's a lot of you that'll probably ask, but we'll do maybe like 1 or 2 more demo searches just to show this works for almost or not. Almost, it works for anything that is an actual niche or an actual product or service right there. So yeah, if there's any searches that you'd like me to do, I can do that real quick. Just
all right, guys. So throw up anything if you're in a niche, you're in something specific that you guys are looking for leads for. Again, you can do this even if you don't have a website. You can be siphoning traffic off here because there are people looking for help. The way you want to think about this is Just like you go online and go, hey, I'm trying to find X. I'm trying to find a plumber. I'm trying to find a weight loss plan. I'm trying to find a mortgage. Or does anybody, buy one of these kind of TVs, right? And so you can help these people either because you're in that niche with your own product or you've got an affiliate product in that niche. You can help these people. And as you look at this, and I see people typing in Chardonnay, so we've got a drinker. I love that. A butterfly watch, CRM software, Avalon Hill board game. Hey, John, do you sell the Avalon Hill board game, or is that something specifically different? Somebody wants to buy a video. Somebody wants to make money online.
Right, well,
wedding rings, part removers.
I just searched for CRM software. In this case, I did not do exact quotes right there, but we see a lot of leads right there, and this is just in the past day. So I could even, that's probably over 100. I could fine-tune it down by just doing the quotes. Now, of course, if I do it in quotes, you get less leads because less people say exactly CRM software compared to just saying like CRM. But you see, again, lots and lots of leads showing up right there. If you just do, CRM would be another one that you could search for. This is just in the past day right here. And boom, we see tons and tons and tons of leads right there. So again, you can search for any kind of keyword that you want. Let's do, I think I saw butterfly watch. I don't know what that is, but we'll search when we do week old or newer right there.
Right. So let me jump in, Brian, while you're doing that. So let's say a butterfly watch is probably the best example, but so you could search butterfly watch in case someone's saying I'm looking to buy a butterfly watch. But the people who would be most interested that you can pick off are obviously people talking about butterflies, right? So if let's say you've got a Shopify store and you're selling, you want to sell dog collars, right? Not everybody's necessarily searching like light-up dog collars. They're these really cool LED light-up dog collars that everybody seems to like, right? Well, people might be searching for that, but you'd also could just find places where people are talking about dogs, right? And then be able to go in, and they're like, oh, I need a new collar, because people don't necessarily talk the way that you want to sell stuff. Like we have a client who's a relationship coach, right? But that's not a term that I would ever use if I was searching for something. So you've got to find all the similar terms to put in, and then you really broaden the results, because like a relationship coach could be somebody who's doing, they could be doing marriage counseling, pre-marriage counseling. They could be helping people recover from divorce. They could be, all kinds of different things related to that. And so the more you broaden your list, because you see what you put in is exactly what we get out, okay? And you guys could get a huge, huge amount of stuff, like someone saying, people who want to make money. Well, so people who want to make money are typing in, I want to make money. They're typing in, hey, I'm looking to work from home. I'd like a work from home job. Some people might be, I need extra money, or, my job sucks. I'd love to be doing something else, right? Think about the terms that people use in conversation, and you're going to pick off all these leads of people doing different things. Like somebody might type in, my house is too small. I'm looking to move, right? That's a person who needs what? They need a mortgage. They need new house insurance. They need a real estate agent, right? Okay. So think about that when you're doing these searches, because you can open up a whole bunch of other people that nobody else can find.
Yep, and here's a person right here that just asked to find, or there's actually a few guys that asked this, to do a search for make money online. I just did that search right there in forums, although you could search blogs too, and tons of people talking about making money online. So I mean, huge market right there, guys. I mean, tons and tons of opportunities right there. You can also, on top of that, we have another lead tool. Now, keep in mind, with this tool right here, guys, not only can you do like a one-time search, it can automatically save the searches and every day search that for you in the background and alert you to new leads that it finds too. So that's really awesome right there. And in the main dashboard, it will tell you each day, hey, we tracked an increase or decrease in rank. Hey, we posted 1 or 2 posts on the social poster. We found X amount of leads here. So every day it's doing stuff for you in the background. That's what makes it so cool. It's actually doing work for you now that it's version 3. The prior versions didn't do that, this one does right here. We also have another lead tool called Ranked Lead Finder. I have a saved search right here. Basically, you type in a keyword like weight loss, and I'll search for 50 related keywords, and we'll search the front page of Google, Yahoo, and Bing, but it will only list off sites that are ranked on page 1 that also allow you to leave a post, comment, or reply on them. So what's the advantage of this? Well, their sites are already ranked on page 1 for all the keywords in your niche, and you can leave, or you can get free exposure on them to not only get more traffic to your own offers, whether it's your site, whether it's your videos, whether it's your content that's elsewhere, whether it's just your email address, whether it's to like an affiliate link, anything you want right there. But again, the key, anytime you do a post, you want to provide at least a little value first and then give the link or the email and all that stuff right there. And 2, it gives more links to your site, which can increase your own rankings as well for your sites or your videos or anything you want right there. So it lists the site on the left side, which you can leave a post, comment, or reply on. And has a special algorithm that only finds sites that you can leave some kind of interaction on. It gives you the keyword that it ranks for, the search engine that it ranks on, like Google, Yahoo, or Bing, the exact rank of the site, so like 1 is at the very top, 10 is towards the bottom, gives you the exact estimated amount of monthly searches. So right here, here's one with 60,000 searches a month. Then the estimated reach in this case is about 1.5 million searches a month right there. And of course we have score that you can sort through all that stuff right there, low to high and all that. I mean, what's cool, I mean, we see some, I mean, here's one, 300,000 searches a month, okay? That, again, you get free exposure on. That's exact searches right there. I mean, just tons and tons of opportunities right here. And what's really neat is if you scroll through, all these at the bottom and at the top. So right here we see at the bottom 167 results found for just that one search. You could type in a different term and find 50 other related terms and find even more, but even right here, over 446 million searches a month that could be tapped into, okay? Almost 500 million searches a month to get free exposure. Now, I'm not saying every single visitor will see your link. Of course not. That's not the point. But if even a tiny fraction happen across your post, your links on those sites that are already ranked and getting lots of traffic, that can be a lot of free traffic going to your site on top of the benefit of getting relevant backlinks and links to your site, which can increase your own rankings and stuff right there. And to give an example of that, for the mobile autoresponder site, a lot of what I did initially, and this isn't work that I did each day or anything, I had an outsourced worker do this like for just like a week or so once where, like a couple of years back, I had him do exactly this right here using this, and he would find, again, sites that were ranked on page 1 for keywords I wanted free exposure on, and he would do a post on them. So he would find a guy asking a question like, hey, what's a good mobile autoresponder out there? And he would jump on and say, hey, I'm one of the workers at this site right here. We do this, and that, so everything you're looking for is included here. Plus, we also do this. Many questions, feel free to ask me here. So again, he gave a link to the site, but he also, again, provided value and answered the guy's question right there. That can be responsible for, again, a lot of traffic and super easy stuff too. There's also another example. There was a guy that was just an affiliate, and he would write basically affiliate reviews of all sorts of products and stuff, and he would use it to search for review terms for the products that he was an affiliate for. And he'd find these sites ranked of people either asking questions on reviews, talking about their own reviews, and he would say, hey, here are some pros and cons that I found, but I also wrote a more detailed review on my site here if you want to check it out. Or he'd make like a YouTube clip and say, hey, here's a few pros and cons, but if you want to watch my in-depth review, you can watch my YouTube clip right here, which again you can make with the tool itself. And literally you can tap into tons and tons and tons of traffic that way. And that same review trick or affiliate trick you could do on the prior lead tool as well. You can find people in real time asking questions, looking for reviews, and all that stuff. In fact, I'll give away one of the first things I ever did online to make money was I was an affiliate that would give out coupons for all sorts of sites. So I would have a affiliate link which would have like essentially a coupon on it, and One example is, I would be in the diamond niche, where I'd find guys who are asking questions on diamonds, looking to buy diamonds, and I'd say, hey, I see you're asking about this store right here. I have a way where I can save you $100 off your purchase right there. Here's my link. And I literally gave them the affiliate link because it saved them some money at the same time. And literally, I would make easy money off it. In fact, one time I had a guy who actually was looking to buy a $70,000 diamond engagement ring and a $100,000 diamond necklace. Okay. Now, granted, that's not all my profit. I'm just an affiliate, and most of the affiliates, in the diamond niche, I mean, they'll make usually anywhere from like 5 to 15%, but that's a lot of money simply for referring someone who's looking to get high-end diamonds. So, I could use, this tool right here and find, stuff that ranks for terms like, 1 carat or 2 carat diamond, or looking to buy diamond online, and all sorts of terms like that, and make a lot of money just off of that without even having the need to have a site. So that's a really cool thing right there. You can also, in that case, I also had a free quote-unquote service where if they emailed me, I'd help them, find the best price on whatever they were trying to look for. So really, I would just give them an affiliate link to what I thought the best deal would be, and that worked exceptionally well, right there. Another lead tool that we have that works well is the Q&A lead tool. I have a saved search on that right here. So in this case, there's lots of Q&A sites out there. So in this case, there's people asking questions all the time, and the keywords in the questions tend to rank well in the search engines. So if you answer the questions and provide value, you can oftentimes leave links to your sites or email addresses or links to videos or whatever you want right there, and gain lots of exposure, not just from the lead actually asking, but from all the future leads that happen across us. In this case, I typed in lose weight, and these are all the open questions that you can currently answer right now. Now, when there's a new question on some sites like Yahoo Answers, you usually only have a handful of days to actually answer before they close it. So you want to be alerted to all these right there. So here are all the questions right here. People asking like how they can lose weight. Like here's one: I can't lose weight without starving. So you can jump on that, give some tips, and give like a review of an affiliate product. You can send them to your own site if it's about that, or whatever you want right there, and drive lots of traffic and get, again, even more backlinks. So really a win-win. Now I want to share a story about the guy who made 2/3 to 3/4 of his entire business off of the same concept right here. So when I was in New Zealand a few years back, I wanted to go horseback riding. So I was in Auckland, which is their main city there, and I went to Google and I typed in a term probably like horseback riding near Auckland, or some term like that, and I couldn't find any site that was ranked that was like a horse place. I thought that's really weird. There has to be a place near here to go horseback riding and all that. But I did find on page 1 there was a Yahoo Answers question where a person asked basically the same thing that I asked, and it was, are there any horseback riding places near Auckland? So I clicked on that question, and I saw someone answered it and said, yes, there's one that's about a half hour outside. Here's the link to their site. They do this, and that, yada, yada. So that's how I actually found that site. And then the next day I went there, and the first thing that the guy asked me, and I presumed he was the actual owner, he asked me, how did you hear about us? And I said, well, actually I tried to Google for horseback place, didn't find anything, but I happened across a Yahoo Answers question that was ranked, and you or someone else answered and mentioned this place. And the guy laughed and said, you know what's really funny? And I said, what? And he said, about 2/3 to 3/4 of the people I asked that to tell me that they found me the same way. Now, I don't think it really clicked for him, but he was basically saying that 2/3 to 3/4 of his business came from literally one answer that he gave on one question. Okay, now I don't know how much this guy made. I mean, I don't know if it was like tens of thousands of years, or tens of thousands a year, or 100K plus a year. My guess is it's a pretty substantial amount. But to make 2/3 to 3/4 of his business from one answer really goes to show the power of all that right there. And you can not only search this, but we're also building this into the timeline, so every day you can do these kinds of searches for you and alert you to new leads and stuff. So again, that's just one of the many lead tools inside right here. And the very last thing I'll show off too is, we also have a cool way where you can spy on the competition as well. So just click on the competition button, and you can click on backlinks in this case. And I actually have a saved search done right here. 7th one over. Here it is. In this case, I typed in a keyword as well as a site that I want to get some analysis on. This is, again, the competition tool. And it will tell me what's really neat here. It will tell me what the top 20 backlinks are for any of the sites that they type in. So these are the top 20 sites that, that site in particular is getting the traffic from and stuff. And then after that, it will list off the competitors. And you can actually do a website analysis on any of those sites. Just click right here and it'll go to the website analysis tool. You can also contact any of the owners of those sites. So if you want to do like a JV or affiliate deal, if you want to inquire about ads or anything like that, you can. We actually had a client that would use this to actually contact other places to be an affiliate for. And he would just say, hey, I do blah, blah, blah. If you're ever interested in any kind of like swapping or any kind of ads or just a general email like that. He said it worked out incredibly well. And again, you can land some pretty good deals just off of one deal. I mean, one deal with one site can be worth a fortune. If you go about this right, this is an awesome tool where you can contact, again, any of these places and easily email them through the software itself, which, again, can integrate with Gmail or any default mailer that you have. You can also, if you click on right here, you can see all these other places that are the top sites that send it traffic and links right here, and you can contact any of those sites. So if you want to pull up the sites that drove all the traffic to your competition, you could do so right here and contact the places sending traffic to your competition. Okay? Now let that sink in for a second. You can literally see where the majority of the traffic is coming from for, your competition, and then contact those places sending traffic. So you can try to get them to send that traffic to you. You can ask them for guest blog posts. You can ask them, if they have any advertising opportunities, if they are willing to post some content of yours in exchange for whatever, even just the free content, if they want to be like an affiliate of yours, anything you want right there. But a great resource, a great way that you can reach out and contact those guys right there. So that's a very, very powerful tool right there. And that's really just the tip of the iceberg, guys, right there. And as I said, if ever you get lost, again, we have sites that we track down here. It says the rank, says how much is optimized. At any point, you can click any of these and get info on them right there. We have the latest keywords you search for. We have a timeline of stuff, so it updates you. So if you drop a rank in one word, or if you get extra leads, like right here it says, hey, you have a rank increase here, you have a rank decrease there. You can check all that right there. We see some of the latest keywords you searched for. You can track those. You can graph those. I mean, we keep track of all that stuff. It'll do social posts for you in the background. I mean, it really automates all that. And the cool part is too, at any point in time, if you're brand new, you can do all this stuff just by answering some yes/no questions. You just click Getting Started right here, and literally the first step is, hey, make sure you installed the app right here. You can download it for Windows or Mac. After that, it'll ask a question like, do you have a website? Yes, no. If you say no, it'll walk you through picking out a site, or you can skip that. If you say yes, go to the next part. It'll say, hey, let's add your domain to start to track that. And it'll say, hey, add your domain right here. So in that case, I could type in mobileautoresponder.com, which of course in this case, it already has it in the system. So I'll say, hey, we already have that. You can add a quick keyword that you want to search for. And of course, we'll pull up some other keywords right here. You can check off whichever ones you want to track, and it will actually track the ranking for that. Then you click submit, and it goes on to the next step right there. So again, very easy stuff, and then it will walk you through how to analyze a site, how to find domains, how to make a video. It literally walks you through all that stuff right there. So as long as you can answer yes or no questions, you can go through all that stuff right there. So that's pretty cool, thing right there to keep in mind. And again, everything that you want to do whether it's, rank a site. We have clients that use this to rank sites, like we have that Bill guy that owned the tennis shop that literally went from being not ranked at all to being ranked for dozens of terms #1 in the search engines, again, just using the stuff right here. The same with the home builder. We had a client use that to rank, her site. We also have tons of people that use this for clients, and they'll do it one of two ways. They'll either have the client pay them and get them ranked, and we've had some that have gotten them ranked in less than like an hour, and there's also some that make websites of their own. Like you saw, you can make your own site in like a minute. Then you can rank that site yourself, and then you can sell that site off or even rent it to places where once you have a pre-made site, it's just already ranking. The value of that is absolutely huge. There's places that literally will pay hundreds of thousands a month just to rent a site, or thousands up front to buy that site from you right there. So that's, again, really, really awesome right there. We also get people, again, that use this to track leads, whether it's for themselves, because, again, you can find buyers out there looking to buy whatever it is you're looking to sell, even if you're just an affiliate. Or you can sell leads to other people. You can do CPA offers, all that good stuff right there. You can do SEO for other people. You can sell website analysis that, again, you can do in a minute here, and you can get a free PDF report that you can send them as well. There's people that charge, again, hundreds of thousands of dollars just for that, which you just can do in a second. If you optimize a site, there's people that literally charge thousands of dollars just to optimize a site. In some cases, even hundreds of thousands a month. And again, WebFire can optimize that for you. So again, very, very hands-free. You don't even have to know any of the stuff right there. So, Shawn, is there anything I missed in the demo? If not, we can go back to the presentation.
No, you didn't miss anything. Great job. And somebody just asked a question, can you promote CPA offers with this tool? Absolutely. You can promote everything from a lead offer where you're getting somebody who's saying, hey, I need new auto insurance, or my auto insurance rates suck, or I need a credit card, or I need a mortgage, or somebody who wants to do weight loss. You can be promoting, the different weight loss offers. You can literally promote anything you want. It's really just up to you to decide what it is that you want to send traffic to. Your offers, affiliate offers, get paid by other companies to be able to generate